I've been told that this is a car for lesbians. I have no problem with lesbians, so people think me and my wife are lesbians. Alright, so my wife and I just bought a car. We have not owned a car together. I haven't owned a car for myself in more than 13 years, I believe. I learned how to drive and got my license when I was allowed to, around 17. But once I started living in big cities where I didn't need cars, I just gave it up for biking and walking and all that. So this is a rather momentous moment for us. We've been married for almost 7 years and we've never owned a car together. So we finally went and bit the bullet because we're in Albuquerque now and we're going to be leaving soon to hit the road and resettle somewhere. So yeah, we bought a 2000 Subaru Outback, used, obviously. Pretty good shape though. It's all checked out. Brought it to an independent mechanic. Pretty happy with it. I think it's pretty sweet, honestly. It's got leather seats. We paid about $2,700 for it, which I think is pretty fair Blue Book value for very good shape. Only about 170,000 miles or something like that. Those things get like 250,000 easy, often more. And yeah, so we're pretty pumped. So we're gonna be packing it up in less than a month, throwing all our stuff in there and leaving Albuquerque to go north. We're gonna drive around, check out some places, see some people I know from the internet, because that's how I roll now, and look for a place to call home. Just gonna basically try to find a place that seems cool, and yeah, see if we like the West. Basically, our families are on the East Coast, so we have a kind of gravitational pull back to the East Coast, but since we're out here, you know, we want to make the most of it and see if maybe there's a different place in the West that speaks to us more and where we might feel more at home and decide to you know, pitch a tent, as it were. For what it's worth, Albuquerque's been awesome. We've been living with Diana Fleischman and Jeffrey Miller at their house, where I'm now, actually. And they've been very cool to us. They're very easy to live with. They gave us a good deal on rent. So we've been here for the past year and it's been fine. It's been great. But they're selling the house, so it's time to move on. Anyway, I need to go right now to go film a lecture for my course on George Bataille. It's super hot right now, so I can only do it at night around dusk time, which is what time it is right now. So I'm going to walk to the park down the street and record this lecture I've prepared. And yeah, so I'm going to pass by the car. So I just figured I'd fire up the camera and show you the new car that we got. So here, I'll show it to you right now. Boom. Check that out. It's pretty sweet. It's got a lot of dents on it, but hey, whatever. You see those leather seats? Yeah, it's pretty basic. Pretty basic. I've been told that this is a car for lesbians. I have no problem with lesbians, so people think me and my wife are lesbians. Pretty basic. Let's actually walk to the park. I'll walk to the park with this on. Something I want to start doing is getting more comfortable with filming myself. I mean, I am a vlogger after all, so I just don't do too much IRL, you know, camera talk. So I do, frankly, still feel uncomfortable doing these. So I gotta break that habit, or rather get into the habit. I'm also gonna be testing to see if, yeah, I don't know, see if this is fun. And I did a little bit of vlogging. For those of you who have been with me for a very long time, you'll know that I did a little bit of vlogging back in the day. Did some daily vlogs, and they were kind of fun. Yeah, they were fun, actually, honestly. But then I set that aside for a while. So I was talking to my editor, Ben, and he said he'd be down to do some editing. So I figure, like, in all honesty, my life is actually at this moment super interesting. I'm 1 year out from academia, and pretty much so far I've done what I set out to do. I have pretty much replaced my academic salary almost 100%. I haven't really looked at the numbers super specifically because I've been hustling so hard, but I'm pretty sure that we're pretty much there, between doing books and courses, and most recently my little startup, indiethinkers.org. These things are just basically successful enough that I pretty much have validated my hypotheses, and I now have not yet a business model that is really up and running as fully as I would like it to be. So I'm not at all yet where I want to be, but it's all I've done all of the hard work of setting up systems and doing early experiments such that it's now validated. It's not just a hypothesis, it's basically all validated, and my baseline numbers are good enough that it seems highly reliable and likely that all I need to do is now just grow things and basically keep doing what I'm doing, do it a little bit smarter, do it a little bit better, do a little bit more, and think of some creative ways to scale up what I'm doing. But the basic logic of the operation I've built is really sound, basically, is what it looks like to me. And that's not speculative, that's based on actual experiments with actual data and results and sales and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I see a pretty clear path, and I don't really see how anything could go wrong, because it's not like it's not some kind of pipe dream now. It's like all things I've already done. I just need to do more of them and expand them and do them better. So yeah, we're basically just able to pay the bills and afford normal rent. So like right now we're doing pretty well because Diane and Jeffrey give us cheap rent, but you know, once we leave here, we're going to have to pay like normal adult rent, and we'll be able to do that. So we're basically like afloat, but we're not killing it, you know. So we're like once we're paying like normal rent for a healthy 1-bedroom or 2-bedroom place, then we'll be, you know, just barely getting by. But like I said, I know exactly what I'm doing. I have a very clear vision. I'm working hard and it's all working. So I'm frankly like very hopeful and energized about maybe, I don't know, tripling my income in the next year. Like I think my monthly revenue, I could probably triple it within the next 12 months. That's what I think anyway. What's this? Oh, just a camera. I'm just filming myself a little bit.
Oh, but you've got a feather on it.
Oh yeah, that's like a wind muff. So it prevents the wind from making the microphone sound crappy.
Oh.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.